as Tanjiro leaves the house and he shows up, in the morning, he smells the smell of blood, and he goes and he sees that his entire family has been slaughtered.
I don't want to say I wasn't anticipating it because it is an anime and it is about demons, and you did get that dialogue about what they do right before that. But it's just I wasn't expecting to see it so visually and how awful it was. And they did a really good job showing Tanjiro's emotion to that situation.
Yeah, because he is taken completely by shock. This is a person who kind of, I wouldn't say this. I don't know if this is the first time he's ever heard about demons, but this is the first. Like, it's legitimately the night after he hears about what demons actually do, and he's just like, nah, everyone's going to be fine. Like, it's not. Even he tried to go back into force. And he was like, no, everything's going to be fine. Like, it doesn't even matter. And then he shows up in the cold of winter. The winter of discontent, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like the entire visual aspect to this adds another layer of it too, because it's cold. It's there's no, like, the whiteness of it all, and I say the whiteness of the snow kind of adds like a purity to it all. Just by seeing just all these white visuals and stuff like that, because it's just the snow looks calming, all things look calming, but then you see like the snow and now everything is kind of stained red and it's dark and everything is plunged into darkness a little bit. And he looks in, he sees Nezuko on the outside completely slain out, and then he looks on the inside and it's even worse because
it's even worse, bro.
And his brother, and the blood just is
there's a lot of blood.
It's all over the walls. It's
one thing about it, I feel like, exactly what you're saying. All we've seen was white since the episode started. Snow. That's it. So when they get to this scene, it's so traumatic. Because there's the red, even the shadows within the house. There's blood everywhere, walls, doors. It's clearly something that was like. They wanted you to see how awful demons were.
Right. And they wanted to tell you off the bat, which is kind of, I think it's great storytelling. And I think it's also just a great moment to kind of kick off the series. As gruesome as it is, this is the moment where you kind of like figure it out, like to really understand how real this is. And they don't waste any time showing you how real this is.
You have to, man. You have to. I feel like,
especially I think even in this day and age now, you have to.
Because you may not get, you have to get attached quick to, and also you don't want the stakes to look stupid, right? Like the things that he goes through after this point to get to where he's going, they have to make sense. Like, why would somebody put their life on the line? Why would somebody risk this much stress, their livelihood, whatever? Well, now off the bat why.
So here's what I've garnered from that entire scene. And this comes with context of reading so much that has happened after it. I think when we get to a lot more characters that are introduced in the show and a lot more characters that are introduced in the manga, you get a lot of the similar backstories of the things that happened to Tanjiro here. You get my family, traumatic experience. This is why I became a demon slayer. This is why I became a demon. This is why it's an entire kind of like, fucked up domino effect that leads to a major shift in people's lives. And I go back to the quote that says, life can change as sudden as the weather. It shifts and it moves on, and the sun can't shine forever. It's a recurring thing that happens throughout the entire series. Every character has a similar backstory, has a similar up and coming story to this, where they've gone through some sort of traumatic experience and has greatly shifted their outlook on life, and also has either made them a demon or have them opposed to demons.